Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Bo Art Takeover back with another action figure review. Today we have the Play Arts Kai Final Fantasy 7 Cloud Strife version 2. Now let's bring him in close and take a closer look at him. Alright, so up close and personal you can see what we got going on here. You can see the colors are all a dark palette. And you know, it almost looks like there's a purple in this area right here. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me again, but it almost looks like it's a purple going on right here. And then we have the straps going on. So you gotta excuse me, I don't know the names of all these parts and stuff. I know this is like the armor, you know, but yeah, so you gotta excuse me if I mispronounce anything. But anyway, so you know, like I said, you got some leather going on right here. Looks pretty cool. You can see some texture going on. It's like a dark brownish color. Then we have I guess this is like some type of leather belt. It's a really dark color, but it looks like there's some type of other application. I can't even point out how it was applied. You know, I don't think it's just the light reflecting off of it though. This part and this part are two separate pieces. These are all both soft, so it'll flex a little bit, get out of the way. This part right here, these two parts are connected in the front, I believe. Yeah, I think they're connected in the front, but they're kind of like, you know, just loose in the back. You know, so it all kind of looks like it moves in one piece, and I could just be wrong. It might just be one piece, but I think it's two. All right, so anyways, so yeah, you can see we got some same lines going on around the jeans. You can see some, or whatever these pants are called. You can see there's some more texture going on around the leg area. You can see some more same lines going on, which looks cool. I like that. Go to the back area. See some more same lines. Let me point out right quick that first of all, you can see the little logo, you know, for the company and all that, you know, but it's dark, so you don't really notice it if you're taking pictures in person. Like, you won't really notice it that much. Anyway, so that part right there, I know you've been staring at it, waiting for me to point it out. So I do not know what that is. Looks like they, I don't know, maybe did some type of dry brush, maybe with a lighter blue, and I don't know, maybe a speck got on it. I don't know what's going on with that. But then you got the pockets going on right here. You got some silver going on with the button. Try to get a little 360 going on. More silver going on at the bottom. This part right here is a hard plastic, so that is what that is. There are a lot of, the camera may not pick it up, but there are a lot of different dark color applications throughout this thing. Like it's like a mixture. You know, once again, it feels like my eyes is playing tricks on me with certain angles that I'm pointing out, that I'm glancing at. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we got the boots going on. We got some seam lines going on. We got some wrinkles. Some sculpt work going on at the bottom of the feet. You know, obviously there's a hinge. We'll get to that. You also got some, and this part is soft too. I do own a couple Play Arts Kais. I just kind of messed up the diaper. But yeah, I do own a couple Play Arts Kais, and you know, the diaper is usually soft. I feel like the splits on this one, I don't know, it just looks a little more obvious than my other figure that I have. You know what I do like, what is kind of cool about this figure right here? First of all, it looks like I don't know, I guess that's a dry brush, but it looks like there's some type of bluish gray that's going on, slightly brushed over a darker color for the armor, maybe a dark gunmetal gray. But I do like these right here, and these are not, you know, these screws, they won't actually turn. You know, I don't know why I actually tried to turn them, but, and there I go again. But yeah, so they don't actually turn, but they look sculpted. They're sculpted really nice, you know, and there's the gray for that. You know, you got the cracks going on. You got whatever that is right there, a big screw. I don't know what that is. And I should point out, I already have his main accessory already attached to his back. This is the adapter that that you kind of take out. And I guess I'll remove that just to kind of show you right quick what's going on with that. All right, so it's a separate piece. You just plug it into either hole, and you plug it right into his back. So this part right here is a soft, sorry, no, it's not soft. It's a hard plastic, but there is some parts to it. I don't know if I can get up close and really even point that out, but it'll kind of like, it's attached to a soft part, which I guess is kind of glued on to like his, I don't know, trap, or maybe the end of his shoulder, you know. But yeah, so it'll kind of wiggle and all that stuff, kind of move out the way. But yeah, the hair also is, it's a mixture of soft and hard parts of it. And you got some other soft and other hard pieces, you know, at the ends of his hair, the two like longest hanging parts, they're soft, you know, so they'll get out the way. And let's come in close and get a close look at what's going on for the face. So paint job looks pretty smooth. As you can see, it's not really too many issues that I can really point out. There's some gloss for the eye area. I don't know if my camera really pick it up, but you can see it's mostly a mixture of blue. The irises, or the pupils, look like they're like a mixture of brown maybe. And it also looks like there could be yellow in there, or like a lime, like a yellowish green color or something like that. The hair looks like I don't even know if I would call this yellow. Actually, it's kind of like a beach sand color in person. It just looks a little more yellow on the camera, but it is like a semi-transparent, translucent, you know. So that's what's going on with that. You got some more cuts going on in the arms. They do look kind of weird when you get them caught by this angle, but you know, if you just watch that, you know, it should be all right. There is another replacement piece that you put in for when you're not actually sheathing the sword on this back, and I'll get to that when I get to the articulation. When I get to the accessories, the joints, I don't know if this is a new design or what. It's not really something I'm used to, and maybe I just haven't played with my Play Arts Kais enough to really notice, but it seems more prominent in this one. I don't know, but this new mechanism down here, so you see you got the peg that attaches into the arm, and then you also have there's a cut going on right here where you can get the hinge, but then there's at the bottom that's where you're going to get the swivel. So I got to be careful how I'm pointing this stuff out. But yeah, I already went over that. I guess that's a little early for the articulation. For the wrist, for the arm, gosh, I don't know what these parts would be called. But yeah, it's like a long glove, I guess I'll just call it. But anyway, so yeah, you can see the little sculpt lines on that. You can see he's got this metal type of bracelet going on. You can see there's a little bit of texture as well too. So that's nice. It gives it a little leather look to it. I just shook my camera. The hands got some creases on it as well. You can see some seam lines going on, which is cool. There's some texture going on with his shirt, his sleeveless turtleneck, I guess you would call it. I don't know what it's called. All right, so I think most of the articulation is fairly similar to one of the previous figures that they released, Zack. You know, unfortunately, I do not have the previous Cloud that they released. You know, I was going to get it, but then I, saw this one, so I decided to get this one. But anyway, so the head, there's two joints. One at the head, one at the top of the head, one is at the top of the neck, bottom of the neck. So as such, his head can only go down about that much. His head can go up. You will get you also got a rocker going on for the neck, which is nice. It's pretty good movement right there. You can't really tilt the head though. The head doesn't, I mean yeah, would you look at that? It does get some, I don't know, maybe it's just, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go with there's no real much tilt, you know, going on as far as the head itself. But the arms can go up about that much, which is pretty cool. You can, in order to kind of get this guy facing, his arms facing forward, you actually have to use that rock, that swivel right there. And this part right here is, I don't know if I really could call it soft. It's like kind of soft, but you're not really going to get a lot of additional give out of it, you know. So you got to just kind of manipulate the arm in order to get it to where you can actually bring it up, you know. But it is possible. You can achieve this. And do be patient too when you're doing it. You know, I keep having to remind myself, like, it's a little different as far as the mechanics goes, you know, in comparison to like Marvel Legends. The arm can go in about that much. You're gonna get your swivel as well at the bicep there, and you can also get your swivel right there where it pegs into the shoulder. Hand that I have on him, I'm gonna cover that when we get to the accessories, but the peg actually pegs in more so closer into the thumb. So, you know, kind of like how Figma would do. There's a hinge and twist it all around, and a slight forward and back movement at the shoulders. So I don't know if you could really catch that, but just slightly. For the torso area, I believe we are working with, there's a ball going on up here at the top, and then I believe that's another ball at the bottom. With the bottom one, you can get forward about that much if you use both of the joints at the torso. Looks like you actually can go back a little further, so that's pretty cool. You also get a nice rotation too. You get a lot of rotation going on. Go to the side about that much. So yeah, if you want to do the split, nice. You can get his leg up that far, which is pretty good. That's nice. I like that. There's a cut at the thigh. It is tight, but it does work. Going about that much, which is pretty cool. As far as the ankles go, you gotta be, I believe this, you can get the swivel going on right at where it pegs into the calf, this joint right here, but it's very tight. Like, you can get his foot up about that much, get his foot down about that much. You got your toe hinge, which is fairly stiff for now. You know, the ankles, over time, these things tend to kind of give out on these Play Arts Kai's figure. And then we also have, you can manipulate the peg, you know, to get yourself a nice little rocker right there going. So, see, broke foot. All right, so I'm gonna get them straight flush and get some size comparisons going real quick. I don't have that many Play Arts Kai. But first we have the Play Arts Kai Vincent, the Dirge of Cerebrus, Zack. Play Arts Kai Sakura figure from Street Fighter. I'm gonna show you the box right quick. At the front of the box, and there is a magnet. You know, you can open this thing up. Can't fit the whole box in my camera screen. There's the back of the box, bottom, and there's your top. All right, so real quick, I will go over the accessories. So this is the, like I pointed out before, this is the, gosh, what is this thing called? You push this little peg in right here. As I mentioned, you just peg this in right here. This is the adapter part that allow you to holster it onto his back. And this is the piece that he comes with. Pretty much just looks like the same piece, and it just plugs in like that onto his back. You get two of these hands right here. You can see you got the scope work, same scope work on all the hands. This would be like a tapping someone hand or something. So you get two of those. You get one of the gripping hands right here, which this is a gripping hand that's upright. All right, so I want to point out these two fist hands, they look kind of the same, but one is angled, and that is the one that I already have attached onto the wrist peg. And that is it as far as the accessories go. And then you also get a stand. I like this new design. It looks like it might be sturdier. I like the color choice. Final thoughts on this figure. I do like this guy. I like this guy. You know, I'm glad I made the purchase. I'm glad I finally have me a Cloud figure. And his articulation isn't bad. You know, he's got some pretty decent articulation. You can get him in some cool poses. And I will mention that try not to leave him in, like if you're gonna raise his legs, like get him into a crouching pose, I would be careful as far as that. You can see it kind of starting to sink into the leg cavity, but you don't want to warp it too. You know, on my Zach figure, I'm noticing the diaper part is actually starting to warp. But yeah, final thoughts. Yeah, I'd recommend this figure. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Stay updated on more content. Until then, peace.